Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf gaming channel as we're gonna continue our journey through Darkest Dungeon 2 because as I was getting ready to record for this week a brand new game that was inspired by Darkest Dungeon or seems to be inspired by Darkest Dungeon, I read that they were going to bring a brand new update into the experimental version of Darkest Dungeon 2. And it seems like they've changed a lot how relationships work, which seemed very interesting to me, and I'm really happy that they've brought an update before Christmas, because I was already missing Darkest Dungeon 2, I have to be honest here. The other games are interesting, it is a fun journey to go through, but it's really Darkest Dungeon 2 that I want to play, so I'm happy that they brought something new. Keep in mind that this is only on the experimental version. On the full release version or on the other version, the non-standard version, they will be bringing it, I believe, at the beginning of the year, they said, after testing it out. So go on the experimental version if you want to try something new. And we're gonna get this going. I decided that the way that I want to do this going forward, because relationships are something that is experimented over multiple runs, I decided to take the story in order once again. So we'll start from Obsession, I think it was the first one. Then it was Resentment. Let's see. Denial, Resentment, and Obsession. So we'll start from Denial.
Swallowed by the stain.
I'm not sure if it changes the difficulty the more you make progress through the game, and it won't really matter. I am curious about the mechanics above all else.
These resources were impressive, and yet, on occasion, we relished in first-hand experience.
So we'll see here. I believe that I have a bunch of candles.
A place between places.
Let's see. What do we want to bring to the front? What type of party do I want to do as the first run? I'll probably take the Runaway, because we haven't really played with it.
To survive. Pride,
These two?
more devastating than the horrors of 100 campaigns.
And what else? A Plague Doctor?
Indiscriminate science stains
I mean,
the
this is
surgeon's
not too
hands.
different than what you start with. What if I bring this party?
Know the abyss.
An occultist, a runaway, a highwayman, and a man-at-arms. It really depends on what type of traits they have. So he has Daredevil. Gain when missed, -1 to stress, okay, 10% damage, but at the start of the combat he gets vulnerable. He's fairly tanky, I wouldn't really worry about that. -40% resistance to movement skills, that is something we'll have to remove. Natural Eye increases damage and critical chance with ranged skills. A Fussy Eater, okay. Precision, melee skills 7% to critical. And head injury, ooh, 50% chance that at the start of the combat she will get dazed. You know what, not the worst, but it's pretty bad. Maybe I'll make him a ranged character and I'll make her a melee. I'll keep her in the second line here. This one is a slugger. Melee skills apply on hit, stun. That's not something that we will work with. So what else are we going to do here? If I make him a sergeant, that will reduce his damage. Would not work with the Daredevil. If I make him a bulwark, it would give him a chance to stun targets, to do stand fast skills. Maybe I'll just make him a wanderer. Just so we can play with multiple stuff. Have Rampart, have Crush, have Defender, and Bolster, and maybe bring... I guess I will bring Bellow for now. For her... Survivor gives extra chance to provide healing, but reduces the chance to apply burns. However, at the start of the combat she gets dodge and initiative, which is pretty good. Let's do Survivor for now. As far as her skills go, We need everything that is melee, right? So we're gonna remove some of this stuff that does not matter for her. We'll need Cauterize. That should be good enough. For Dismas, for our highwayman, let's make him a sharpshooter as well, adding up to those skills, to those range skills. I'm gonna leave Wicked Slice here just because it ignores 20% of Death's Door's resistance and we might use it at some point. I'm gonna keep Pistol Shot, Duelist Advance I'll remove, Wrecking Shot I'll keep, Take Aim I will maybe keep. A double tap is good, and the Grape Shot Blast should be good as well. Maybe we'll remove the Take Aim. Yeah, we'll keep it at this for now. And finally, for our Occultist, remove the Sacrificial Stab. Word Reconstruction I'll keep. Weakening Curse, sure. Abyssal Artillery, yes. Demon's Pool, yes. Malediction is interesting as well, especially since we can hit most of the target. Binding Shadows, that's melee. Vulnerability, we'll leave Vulnerability Hacks on him, and let's see, Ritualist. Increase the healing given cursing skill is increased. At the start of the turn, 33% chance to become vulnerable, and I feel like that is okay. So all in all, I feel we have a good party to work with. I'm hoping that doing this again, this first level or this first path, it will increase in difficulty because we've been through the game a bunch of times and we've unlocked some things.
Sacred and sputtering.
You can see we have 58 candles that we're gonna use now because of our victory last time. The Altar of Hope. What are we going to do here?
Wisdom will help you choose a path. Resourcefulness will ensure you survive it.
Now we could get plenty more resources. We could spend all of these to upgrade that to the maximum. Unlocked Overgrown Stagecoach. We'll leave the skins at the end.
These are beaten, broken souls, and yet our fortunes ride with them.
Yellow Hand. Make him sort of a debuffer. Vanguard, good at maximum health, riposte skills and crush skills, but reduce some resistances. I feel I should probably invest in unlocking some more of these paths. It would cost us 13 candles, we wouldn't have resources for everyone. Okay, what else? The Timeless Wood we don't care about the buffs at the moment. So what I am feeling like... I really feel like fully speccing into this. Right? Get all of these extra resources which will make every encounter a bit more interesting, because if we go to an academic study we get a free random combat item. If you go into an academic cache, free random item. If we get more resources at the start. If we go to the oasis we get free mineral rich spring water, which this one reduces stress if I remember correctly. All heroes +1 speed until the next inn when we go to a watchtower, and at every inn we will receive a random inn item. So all in all, I feel like this will just help us. It will give us more items, which might make it more interesting. Let's unlock another trinket. If bubbles above 25, remove one negative token at the start of a turn. Cool. And this one?
welcome advantage.
Unforgettable
in the
trinket.
science of
If
survival.
stained item is equipped, gain on hit free heal but minus 50 HP. Oof. I am not sure that that is
Study the
worth
winding roads and routes of our kingdom.
having.
Find any advantage.
I feel like that is all the candles that we have to spend one more on something. So let's spend it towards this. Oh,
Once more into the maelstrom, in search of what hope yet remains.
okay. Remove one negative token. Who would have the most negative tokens out of everyone? Okay, right now we're neutral. So these are like, this is a maximum, this is half the way to getting better. I don't really like the graphics for this one, I would say at this point, so we're in the middle here. Unlikely to form a relationship, and I believe that now relationships are formed at the inn. You don't get those, how would you call them? The bonds you do not get until you reach the inn. I think that's what they said. You will have a good chance to get this at the start of the round, so we'll give you this trinket. Can I change the stagecoach's skin as well? Yeah, let's stay with something very normal. What are we working with? Visit the Hoarder, enter the Shroud, slay the Gaunt, two Gaunts, and enter the Fetter. Okay. The Desperate Few, what do you want? You'll get a trinket, you'll get a potion, you'll get a trinket as well. Well, let's try to form a bond here. 100 flame, and we got resistance against disease and debuffs. Sure. We'll give it to the Man-at-Arms. I'm super excited to get through this again.
Attention is unfocused, as though he is in two places at once.
What else do we have here? So we can get extra equipment there. The Collector's Chandelier. Did they change the graphics and the name of this? Or was it always like this? Because it wasn't for the Collector last time. Features and Location Scout, okay. We can add up 24 items. I wouldn't really spend my cash right now for these. I will get the Adrenaline Tonic because it's going to be useful to us, but that is all. I guess increase the stacking for the Candle of Hope. It will also be good for space. And I will provide the Occultist with the Adrenaline Tonic. Now the only problem we have right now with the team is I'm not sure we're able to hit the back line strong enough, but we should be able with the Highwayman, with the extra range skill damage. We'll see. We'll try it out. At the end of the day, the best thing about this game is that you can try out a lot of ideas. Some of them will work, some of them will not. That is totally fine. A Grape Shot Blast, 3 to 5 damage, or 4 to 8 damage. Let's do this. Probably just do a crush. Take one of them out. Searing Strike, let's see, a Wicked Slice, just to call this a battle. What will they give us? 2 mastery points as per usual and nothing else, no items.
shaken? There is so much worse in store.
I will not be buying any kind of food at this inn. We're just gonna go forward. I am thinking of not using any kind of items.
Lower your guard.
Resistance
Soften
to
your gaze.
stun. Not that
It is
important.
safe here.
They haven't changed anything on this side.
Spend what you can.
Provisioner to get some hope, get some pipeweed.
If indeed
I will
it
buy
ever
this one.
did.
I do like pipeweed because it improves relations. I will get the upgraded version of bolster just so we can reduce our stress in a more effective manner. And the other thing that I will upgrade will be, it's either getting Abyssal Artillery or the Ward Reconstruction. I think the Ward Reconstruction would be better. Like this, we just have our healing up to par and also our stress relief. Okay. For the coach, we're gonna add this in. Do we wanna make sure that someone does not get stunned? Just to make some space. Sure. Let's say that we don't want our men-at-arms to be stunned. We have over 25 baubles, so this should remove her head injury at the beginning of the battle. We can add another adrenal tonic to her. So you have gained some positive tokens here. Unlikely to form a relationship, so that seems to be the case, where you have to get to the inn before you form anything. Minus 100% save to Oasis. Visit the creature's den. I would like that. And the altar currency. Oh, Candle of Hope. You get out of doing that. Win, free resistance, battle, soft guard. No, let's start with the tangle.
Rain, resignation, and death. This land is truly barren.
What is this? Is this like sort of an event? So they're getting ready to leave and... Oh!
Resentment. The slowest and deadliest poison of them all.
Wait, does everybody roll for a sort of a relationship buff here? And it really depends on whether you're on the positive or the negative, on whether something happens? What does this mean? So resentful. Baristan gets weakness. I'm trying to figure out this mechanic. If I understand this correctly, let's say that if we are resentful, when we are using Weakening Curse, it also affects Baristan? Is that what this means? Or does this mean that there is a chance that the occultist will apply Weakening Curse on Baristan? While when we are using Stand Fast, our occultist would get weakness. I'm thinking that's the case. They become respectful, which means that Dismas or Bonnie will receive the extra dodge depending on what we do here. And that seems to be it. Huh. Okay, we'll try it out. We'll see how it works, how it feels and all that. I'm trying to stop giving opinions early on, like whether it's a good idea or it's a bad idea.
Only resignation.
I just like the ideas. I want them to try out as much as they can to bring in new elements. If they can bring new elements into the game, I feel like that is a victory for everyone. Assistance encounter, a watchtower, or an academic study. Let's see, Hero Shrine to the left, Creature's Den is to the right. Would love to go to the hero shrine and then go to the lair, but definitely the creatures den is better. Because we can get those extra skill points. And I'm going to go to the right. We'll get some initiative until the end of the inn early on. Can I go to the right yet? Ah. Yeah, should have turned a bit earlier. But we can still get there. We'll have a few battles on the road. Let's see, Desperate Few. We don't need all that, so I'm not gonna spend any kind of relics.
Expected find.
Then we're reaching a hospital. We're gonna use our relics to remove some of the stuff.
They stand guard even now, deathless and dreaming.
Let's see. Nothing too amazing. He started with vulnerable because of his devil's trait, right? Ransack seems to have a light around it, so yes, it would apply to Dismas the extra dodge. I guess this also means if they are resentful to each other, like these two are, you might want to change the skills around and use something else, reconsider your party in order to make it work. I will tell you right now why I think that this is better than the old system. It's because the old system, it was clear as day that you didn't want bad relationships. Overall, they were bad by themselves, and if you had a run where you would get a bad relation or a bad bond early on, then you could pretty much restart the game because the chances of you winning were out of the window, right? So they were too detrimental, with you not having control sometimes on how detrimental it was, right? A party without a stress relief didn't seem at all possible. However, now with these, it is better, right? You can get these debuffs, you can get debuffs on your skill. It can be pretty bad, depending on how you build your characters toward the end of the game, but you can manage it. It is okay, you can do a bunch of things, you can replace your skills, you can put people in different positions, change their roles around, so it gives you more space. And I believe that that is a great idea. Now we'll see how it plays long term. I want to see this over multiple games. We're gonna do at least 3 runs towards the end game, depending on how we win, just to fully experience what they've added here. Ransack.
Master stroke.
Yeah, it buffs your characters. It also somehow pushes you to use some of these skills. And now we don't have any other choice here than to do Weakening Curse, which will apply weakness to Orisa or Man-at-Arms. Cool, okay. I understand what this is right now, and I believe I like it.
One less obstacle in our path.
Have to remember to go to the right in order to get to the creature's den. Traveling heal, healing received, that could be good. Okay, I like that they've changed these potions around to where they provide you not only with resistances, they seem to add more resistance but for less turns, because it was 60% resistance I believe in the past for 4 turns, and now they've changed it to 3, but also gain on bleed resist -1 stress for 3 turns. This just makes these potions useful. Superb, superb, superb. Now I can start considering this, using this stuff. Let's remove what? I guess I could remove this to begin with. I'll remove the bomb leg as well, because I don't want to get pushed around. And Plague Eaters, what are the chances that we're gonna fight Plague Eaters? It's fine. And I feel like this game needs one more thing. A way to get more traits. I don't know if they fixed any of this, because you get bad traits, you definitely get a lot of chances to get bad quirks, right? But there's not a whole lot of chances to get good quirks. And if they can find a way to add to that, I feel like it's going to be better in the long run. Because there's no reason now to lock in any skills at one of the medical tents. And you want to have that choice or that debate or that reason to think, should I do this or should I do something else? You haven't really gotten a lot of crits. Even though, right, he has... Oh, this doesn't add crits anymore. I see. Okay. My bad then. Let's do an Abyssal Artillery. We'll leave him in the 3rd position there, mostly because we can reach him. I can do stand fast here. Actually, let's take this one out. Beautiful. That dodge coming in handy, right? Searing Strike. What do I do here? Do I just do one of these range shot? I can do a Grape Shot, which also will buff us for the next attack. I can do... I'll do an Abyssal Artillery. And I will just straight up attack this one. And we've gotten some damage there. Beautiful crit. With Wicked Slice, let's see. I'll do another Abyssal Artillery here just to remove his defenses. Also gave it a combo. We can attract him closer to us. And let me try to kill you. Good. That leaves us only 1 Foot Soldier. If the damage has been spread around, then we don't need to worry at this moment. I'll just cause a vulnerability here. And let's see. Perfect.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Is there any reason why we would want to equip this trinket? Make him quicker. Yeah, sure. This is just gonna give us the possibility of taking out one of the altars at the end quicker, right? Dismas will do his range damage, so... But he's already quick, and it's only the occultist that doesn't have the same amount of ranked. Let's see. These two want to leave, these two want to investigate it. Sure, let's have a closer look. Hatred of Cosmic, we gain 1 stress, lost some flame. But that is it, we didn't gain a trinket. But you know what? Hatred of Cosmic is good. Where do we need to go? Through the right. We have an assistance encounter which will give us hope. Most likely, if we get a good roll there. And then we'll have a creature's den. I'm going for the creature's den instead of the other one, instead of taking on the stronghold of this place, because I would like to get very early on as many mastery points as possible. And we might not be prepared to defeat the boss on this map yet. Let's give Dismas a dodge. Yeah, all of a sudden you don't need to do the duelist advance because you get the dodge automatically. I can do a bolster on myself to remove this vulnerability, or I could do it here, or I could just straight up attack. Remove initiative, that could also be a thing, but it's not that important. It's just attack. Do a crush here on the foot soldier.
This is no time to falter.
He has taken some damage, but that is not really that bad. They're focusing on the highwayman a lot.
Steady
Ooh,
yourself.
that was an interesting crit. We'll do a ransack over here. I am going to do a grape shot.
A promising development.
We'll do another one of these here. Why is he getting vulnerable? Is it because of his relationship here or what? I am missing something with the occultist, ain't I? Does any of these now cause vulnerability? No. Then I'm not really sure why he gets vulnerability. Oh, maybe it's the ritualist? Ah, the ritualist. Yeah, that's what I was missing there. Let's see if I can take you out. Oh.
Messy, but effective.
Piercing bolt, yeah, he's reached 4 stress there. I've heard that now it shows whether if someone is bleeding and you can protect with the man-at-arms, it shows you that it has an impact on their relationship depending on what you choose. I am curious to see that. It sounds really good in theory. We'll see how it feels on paper. Good, and that leaves us with only these, but we can't reach it yet. Bit unfortunate. Let me do a stand fast here. Oof. Ooh. Ooh, that. Ouch. That hurt my soul. What do I do? Smoke screen. Apparently we can't do anything here. We'll just try to remove something. Do I kill you? Almost feels necessary to do so, right? Yeah, we're gonna leave them with some stress, but we have to do this. We don't wanna have any of these people die yet. I should probably have focused on the Arbalest a lot earlier. Let's see. Desperate Few. What do? You wanna spend some of our treasures. Get food, some equipment. You know what? I am okay with that. Yeah, we got food, that is great. Location scouting, not the most important one, but it's not bad. And let's see, we'll go to the right, to the creature's den here. He's got 5 stress. It's okay because we can do bolster.
Resigned to the end of things, they waited for death.
And because we're getting there before the creature's end, we have an opportunity here to heal. Should I do a healing right now? Conditions blocked. Oh, we don't have under 33% health. And I'm just gonna do Abyssal Artillery. With you, I'll shoot in the back. We'll do a bolster, or should I do something else to begin with? Defender. I can do a crush here. We'll do a defender on this side, just to get that protection there. And I'll do a ransack over here. He has a combo now. Shell Shock. Okay, that is fine. Finishing blow, that's even more stress. Oof. Really ganging up on this one. We'll kill one. Over on this side, yes, we'll shoot in the back.
A simple variable.
And let's see, ward reconstruction,
easily
yep.
resolved.
1! We provided him with bleeding, but we only healed 1. 1 out of... It was between 1 and 31 and we managed to hit only 1. How great is that? Sometimes this roll. Hey, if it's not this, it's not Darkest Dungeon, right? 0! This is really weird. Let's bring them closer here. Death's Door. Almost. Yep, we've reached Death's Door. What am I going to do? I'll try to kill it. We didn't do it because we were weak.
Steady yourself.
By the way, let's... Oh, they're not ordained, so it doesn't really matter in this situation. Sure, we'll do a pistol shot. Come on. Work. 6. Yeah, you saw that sign over there? It just showed that it improved their relationship. Word reconstruction, 13. Much better. Yeah, and once again, they got a +1. And I'm guessing if I check the relationship here... Right now they're resentful, but look at this, 15 out of 20, so they have a chance, I'm guessing, that they will build up their relationship over there. We'll do a grape shot. Another low blow. I am going to heal stress. We cannot do bolster because it's on cooldown. We're gonna try to take him out. Yeah, this battle didn't turn out as good as I thought it would. I didn't use any of the potions either, so that is a minus as well. At the start of the round, 15% to gain evasion or stealth, but also if we miss, 15% chance that we will become vulnerable, and I'm okay with that. At least on the Highwayman. What items do we have here? We have some traps, and we have an anti-venom, which might be useful over here fighting the creatures. Okay, they've got 5 stress, so we can reduce that. They've improved. Enter the den. Let's see, what do we have over here? Only he wants to leave. They want to fight. She wants to fight and will give us a buff to attack. 50% extra damage at the beginning of the combat. That is great here. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. We'll start with the front line. Get that grape shot, get that extra damage for another turn. We're gonna do a ransack over here. We'll do a Abyssal Artillery in the back. And I think with Varistan what I will do is that I'll do a bolster here to reduce their stress. And he will get some defense as well, right? Reduce damage, perfect. Yeah, that works. Ooh! Okay, so they still respawn because of their relationship. Interesting. I can do a cauterized now, right? Oh, we're out of position. Well, let's do one of these. And I'll have to kill this one during this turn. Perfect. So they don't hit the corpses. Spiderweb got a crit there, so it's vulnerable too. I'm going to do another Abyssal Artillery here. And with you... let's get the healing. Perfect. Have to remove that vulnerability in soon. And let's move you in the back. Maybe I can... oh, it's gonna expire during the next turn. But for now I'll do this. It is days. With you I can either heal you or us. Let's heal us first. 16 heal roll. Beautiful stuff. For this one, do we remove this on us as well? It doesn't really seem like it. We're gonna get, but we're gonna get the upgraded block. Well, I'm thinking that if I do this, I should at least remove one of them, right? Yeah. It's better than 2. We resisted a disease there, it's great. Let's shoot and get ready for the next combat. I can do another word reconstruction and I'll do it over here. A critical 2 heal. Don't know how that works, but we can do cauterization at least. And with you, we're just going to... we should do defender or something. Not the perfect thing to do, but we'll work with it. We did the grape shot, hit both of them, luckily for us. I'll just do an Abyssal Artillery here in the back. Just trying to remove their dodges as quickly as we can, while also buffing us. That is a stun. Unfortunate. Let me do a ransack here.
Steady yourself.
Another crit, which applies blight, applies some stress. Okay. Let's do... first of all, we'll use the potion. And second of all, we'll do bolster here. Should reduce the stress on both of us. He's stunned, so he's not gonna act during this turn. Could do a word reconstruction. I don't think I want to do that now. Let's just do another Abyssal Artillery to remove their buffs. He had the 40% chance to resist stun and still got stunned. They're really focusing on the highwayman. They hate him. How do I do? Who's Only the spider can act next. Okay, well, we're just gonna remove one of them then. Yeah, now he's at death's door. He's also blighted. And I have no way. I'll kill one of these spiders. We have no way to stop him from acting first. Okay, let's do this. 19 heal, beautiful stuff.
Suffering begins. Mistimed, misdirected.
Dismas, you have all of the debuffs in the world. Let's try to remove some of them. Either way, we're okay right now. I mean, it could have been so much worse.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
Let's see. Let's heal you. Actually, I could have healed the Man-at-Arms and have her cauterize. I'm probably going to change this. Not keep Standfast anymore. Mostly because I want the ability to do that shield charge, right? Moving Burrison to the front.
Fight through the fatigue.
Superb.
Though unpleasant in the extreme.
+1 to mastery, discount on all combat and in items. Next. Great. Minus 33%, Death's Door's resistance, and Blight. They really changed a lot of these items. I really feel they've made it better.
The loathing festers.
It is not a quick update for Christmas without thinking. They've made the plan, they've put it into practice, and it feels interesting at least to try. We're going forward now, we'll have a free way. We're gonna get the cash, we're gonna get some healing, then we'll have another road battle and then a resistance encounter, and then we're gonna get to Oblivion's Rampart. Okay. We're gonna have to manage some of the damage.
And imbue them with purpose.
And see, we have enough food now for the next step. Chance to produce trap items, don't care too much. Linced oil flask, minus 40% movement resistance, minus 33% to fire resistance, and adds days, 50% chance to do so. Okay, that is a good item, I would say. I would like to have it on Bonnie because she does fire attacks, and maybe at some point we will want that effect to apply. We have too many items, so we need to throw something away. And what should we do? The moldy food definitely is something that we don't want. I don't want this item either. I don't want the minus 50% to HP. And I guess I don't want bandages. Okay, what are we fighting here? An Arbalest and 2 foot soldiers. So what I'll do is I'll start with the... It's not the double tap that I wanted to do, but it doesn't matter anymore. Let's do Ransack, bring the Arbalest closer. Let's also make it vulnerable. No point in doing bolster for right now, we're just gonna straight up attack and destroy the Arbalest with a critical hit. Good job, Man-at-Arms. Oh, how I've missed the sensation of absolutely demolishing the enemies. Okay, I want to do not double tap. So double tap, ignore Death's Door, and deals 30% more damage when the target is under 30% HP. Okay, we'll do Grape Shot. I can do a Weakening Curse here, but what's the point? I'll just waste some turns with him, as much as we can, of course. Let's try to kill it. Good, good dodge. On this side, I could do the double tap. Let's do the double tap here, make sure that he dies. And now we're just gonna straight up attack. We got a double damage there, nice. We can heal 21. Game over.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
I don't think I want the buckets either to keep going forward, because they are very risky. Yeah, there's a better chance to get -3 stress, but the chance to get 2 stress just makes it useless for me. Okay, they all want to leave. At least there's one of them who doesn't want to lose any hope. And now we're going to Oblivion's Rampart. Health-wise, we're in a good situation. Stress-wise, we're not perfect, but it's good enough. The end is coming up. This is the first part of this level, so it don't really matter. Okay, what do I do? What do I start with? Pistol shot, double tap, grape shot to remove the dodges and get that extra damage in as well. Yep.
Excellent work.
We got a crit there. I will do a ransack on this one. We got a nice crit on it. We'll do an Abyssal Artillery. Altar of Denial. Okay, that is for the stealth. Yep, let's do damage. Rush. So he's gonna buff himself, and this one is probably going to do that attack that moves them forward, right? Rush Judgment, yeah. And they can attack the back lines from them. Good to know. We'll do another ransack over here. Bit of stress, a bit of weakness. Let's do another grape shot here.
A promising development.
We'll do another Abyssal Artillery. Ooh, that hurts. Double crit. Bleeding stress, a few other things. Let's reduce your stress. For now that is fine. Let's try to
Perhaps.
apply some burns I wanted. But we can do this grape shot continuously. If we get that extra damage, more than enough. I'll do another Abyssal Artillery and the Chirrup is done. Only 2 Evangelists remaining. Blind. Seems like their attacks have changed as well. There's a lot more debuffs happening than I remember. Bit of vulnerability, let's see if we can kill it.
Master stroke.
Didn't manage to do so, but at least we gave it a weakness and a chance to die. Cool. Leaves us with only one evangelist. You are at death's door now, but you could kill it. 7 bleed. Let's see if a word reconstruction will work. 0. Absolute 0. I don't want to imagine what would have happened and what will happen in the future with this run, because it seems pretty crazy.
The loathing abates.
The loading abates. Let's take a look. What items do we have here? We'll keep these ones. And these ones. Over on this side. 50% extra damage but lose some health if equipped with this one, which would be debuff resistance, but if you get a negative token then you have minus 10% damage. Don't really have reasons to get debuffs, so maybe I will equip these two to it. I'm gonna try to give you the evasion and fire resistance while using blight resistance. That is okay as well. And then we have a few of these: incendiary cocktail, smoke bombs, and Ichor bombs. Increase the stacking. We don't care about stacking. I need to throw away one more thing. I guess this bleeding one. Probably these would be useless as well.
Haggard, tired-eyed, all are welcome here.
Well, let's see. What will this give us? Will it tell us early on what bonds have we formed, or only when we leave the inn?
The fire is lit.
Though you'd want this to happen after you've used your items, right? Boisterous, loud and proud, that is a bit unfortunate, because it will create those types of... Actually, yeah, it's gonna create the taunting effect. Amateur weaponsmith giving 5% extra crit, and when under 50% HP plus 4 to initiative, that's pretty good overall. Negative banter effect 15% and heal to 25%. They've decreased the negative banter effect apparently. And yeah, we don't get anything else. But I am going to prepare for the next battle. Let's take a look at the relationship. So there's a good chance that they will become friendly here. They are unfriendly here. Possibility to form a negative relationship. Okay. And whatever you have lasts only for one map. How do I want to do this? Let's do the playing cards here. Did that influence it in a good way? It seemed like it's mostly a good way. Yeah, well, not that much. Okay. What else are we going to do? Well, we need a bunch of things. But first of all, stress relief. Right, so we'll do this. We'll do this. Oh, he's boisterous, so we cannot give that to him. The pipe weed over here. Let's try to improve the situation between these two. Yeah, all of a sudden it's not as straightforward whether you want to give that positive relationship to one of them, right? Because it is a chance to form a relationship, it's not necessarily that they will form that bond. I believe I like it. Let's give you stun resistance, let's give you possible armor. What did you gain? Squeamish? Traveling heal and healing received. I will give it to him and I will give it to Bonnie because she's a frontliner. Resistance to fire. Probably in the back we want it. Let's give food to whoever we can. All of them. Resistance to diseases. Bonnie. We have another adrenaline potion over here. We'll have the Wainwright where we're adding stagecoach equipment and scouting equipment, and as mastery points go, what I am going to do, I'll definitely upgrade Grape Shot to do more damage and more crits. I've been using that, and I guess also this Pistol Shot because it stuns the target when they have a combo. And given that the Occultist is applying combos to the back line, this will give us an opportunity for us to control the battlefield a bit further than before. Well, that is going to have to be it for today. We are going to come back tomorrow and continue from here on out. We're not going to pick the... what was it called? Bounty Hunter. We're just gonna continue with this party, see what bond they create, see what's gonna happen in the future. Until then, hope you have enjoyed it, welcome back to the channel, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.